And what I want to do is I want to extend my invitation to all of you to come to Hamburg. We have the SMM show from 3rd to 6th September 2024. You will meet some more than 2,000 exhibitors.
Thank you.
As has been brought out, it's the largest exhibition in the maritime space that's taking place in the Southeast Asia. It's not only restricted to India. So this is an opportunity for all the stakeholders of the maritime industry to come and participate in the future outlook of India in the maritime industry. We think that the maritime industry is evolving and there is a lot of opportunity for all the global players to get associated and to ensure that the Indian maritime industry grows leaps and bounds. Thank you.
Friends from the media, as Ranjit has already mentioned, I am the chairman of the advisory board of INMEX of India. So it's my pleasure and privilege to welcome all of you to this 13th edition, which is possibly the largest ever, with more than 250 exhibitors, and we are expecting something like 6,000 footfalls over the 3 days. Of course, SMM Hamburg is possibly world's largest maritime conference and most well known. So we are extremely happy to have Hamburg Messe and Congress as our collaborator. Mr. Selbach is sitting next to me. He will also give his bites. If India is to, reach, as our target is, the $5 trillion GDP within the next just couple of years, I think maritime has a lot to contribute. And in INMEX, we have always been looking at the technology and innovation. That is our focus. So I think in today's world, with the digitalization taking place, with everything AI, robotics, and everything else, I think that is the order of the day. Unless you adapt yourself, obviously you will be getting totally left out. And of course, in India, we are also extremely proud of our seafarers. Seafarers of India are treated as second to none in the world. We are one of the largest seafaring supplying nations in the world. But having said that, Philippines is possibly the largest, but look at Indian population, look at Philippines population. We have 1.42 billion population, which is about 18% of the world. But in seafaring, our seafarers comprise of just about 9% or thereabout. Of course, Government of India's target is to take it to 20%. There is tremendous potential because we have the age on our side. Demography-wise, India is one of the youngest countries in the world, and we have the English-speaking population, which is absolutely vital for seafaring. So we have all the potential. We have, so many training institutes. We are one of the largest seafaring training countries also in the world. So that we have tremendous potential. Unfortunately, we don't have a really strong shipbuilding side because we barely contribute 0.5% of the world's shipbuilding tonnage today. But again, because of our engineering prowess, because of our talents, there is the tremendous potential. So I hope there also we move up. As it is, we are one of the largest ship recycling nations in the world, along with Bangladesh, Pakistan. There again, we are moving up the technology. We are becoming more and more environmentally friendly, which is the order of the day. So I think our potential is huge in ports, in shipbuilding, in shipping, everywhere. Because after all, unfortunately, the Indian shipbuilding tonnage has not kept pace with the growth in the India's EXIM trade. So there have to be more facilitative measures. I hope all these things happen. And I hope we, as the platform for knowledge sharing, experience sharing, we can serve the maritime industry by having this INMEX SMM going forward in even larger scale. And I hope everyone really benefits from that. Our one grievance against the media has always been that shipping industry gets only projected through a maritime accident and things like that. The tremendous contribution of shipping is not really brought out by our friends in the media. So my appeal to you as one of the ambassadors of this industry, please do your best to project shipping in a positive spin, not in a negative spin. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you not so much, Jeanette. They were wonderful words. I mean, more than 80% of the world traffic, cargo traffic, is done by shipping. It's such a vital role for the global economy. And we as co-organizers of this show here, I'm representing the Hamburg Messe and Congress in Hamburg, Germany. We believe very much in the growth of the Indian market. And next year, from 3rd to 6th September 2024, there will be SMM Hamburg again. By far the most international exhibition and conference for the maritime industry, with more than 2,000 exhibitors and 40,000 participants from 125 nations. I call it also the United Nations of Shipbuilding, and we will definitely try everything to give India an even stronger platform, because India will become more and more important through its population, through its education, the language, and also India is a reliable democracy. So I think in the global supply chain, India will play a much stronger role in the future than of today. Thank you.
The entire maritime industry globally is guided by IMO. The IMO defines what are going to be the technological bandwidths and the standards, and India is progressing very well with respect to the IMO guidelines, and technology is today a partner with the maritime industry to be able to communicate, to be able to do business more efficiently. There is a lot of technology which is there in the industry, and it is only going to grow.
This is positioned as South Asia's largest maritime event. Here we have about more than 250 plus brands exhibiting, out of which about 80 international. We have a 3-day conference that's running, which is covering some of the most topical subjects like the green technology, on automation, on shipbuilding, the design, ship financing, on various aspects. What we also have here in this conference is a pavilion that's dedicated to green technology, and that's something that you see across all the industries, that you're looking at how to reduce the cost.
No, as I said, today every industry is knowledge industry. So for your progress and growth, you require sharing of knowledge and expertise. So conferences actually help in sharing of knowledge and expertise. I must admit humbly that these private conferences, they are not like Global Maritime India Summit, where there are MOUs signed and you can calculate in terms of $1 billion how much is business being generated exactly from that. I don't think the private conferences and exhibitions can really make such claims that we have given rise to so much of additional business. But after all, these conferences mainly serve to provide a platform for knowledge sharing and experience sharing. So in that sense, as I said, every industry today, including maritime industry, is a knowledge industry. So in that sense, it has, in my opinion, it has a huge role to play.
Adding on to what Mr. Hazra just said, INMEX and the SMM conference is very opportunely placed, considering the Global Maritime India Summit 2023, which is going to take place in a couple of weeks in this month itself. So bringing the stakeholders together and using this platform will be, I think, a stepping stone for the Global Maritime India Summit 2023, which the Government of India is taking up. And also there is a lot of need for such platforms because the Indian maritime industry is still not very well publicized. We need the industry to be taken to every corner of India, considering that we've got 7,500 long kilometers of long coastline. But the Indian shipping industry has to grow, and the Indian shipping industry does not mean only the ship owners. The industry is an integrated lot of everybody who is a stakeholder in the industry. So these type of platforms help to bring the maritime industry into the focus, which is the need of the hour, considering that 90% of the cargo by volume and 75% by value is actually traded through shipping. So shipping needs to be focused, and these platforms are very important.